Hi, this is Blair Pleasant. I'm in Las Vegas at the Microsoft Lync conference, and with me is Alex Lewis. Alex is with Modality Systems. He's a consultant and works with customers to help them deploy and implement unified communication systems and solutions. So Alex, tell me, what are you seeing out there in terms of Lync deployments?
We're seeing a huge inflection point of voice. So there's not a project out there that is deploying Lync without deploying the voice workload, whether that's for conferencing, contact center, or any type of PBX replacement. And speaking of contact center, Lync's never really found a home in the contact center for various reasons. To be frank, in previous versions, it wasn't very good at it. With Lync 2013, that's improved, and it'll improve going forward. And the partner community has really embraced Lync as a platform. So Interactive Intelligence, for example, has a native integration with Lync, allowing escalations in and out of the CIC client and in and out of the contact center agents and escalations back into the business. That makes for a true CEBP platform that can integrate a number of different processes. We're seeing a huge amount of growth where Lync wouldn't have even been discussed 3 years ago, where now it's the preferred solution in the contact center.
So when you say that all of the deployments now have Lync, is it across the board, or is it just in certain departments or for certain types of users?
It's across the board. We used to have projects where they would come through and say, we're going to do a small POC of 100 people, and they'll get voice, and maybe we'll look at others. Now we see very few of those. We see day one, let's have a strategy for how we're going to replace our PBX.
And is that for all size companies, or?
We work mostly with customers that are 10,000 seats and up. We have a number of smaller customers. The nice part about the smaller customers is doing a forklift upgrade is very simple. Leave on Friday, come back in on Monday, you've got a new headset on your desk, links your PBX, and seamless to the end user.
So for the larger enterprises, what are they doing as far as integrating with their legacy solutions?
That's really where the SBC manufacturers come into play. People like the Oracle Acmes, Sonus, Audio Codes, they all do a great job of being able to be the logic above the PBX. So in their terms, it's really called being upstream. So whether that's coming in from a SIP trunk provider, a traditional TDM provider, it comes in, the logic goes through and decides whether or not they're at the call to a legacy PBX, to Lync, or to fork the call and to go to both. And the nice part, we're a very large Sonus partner, and working with them is AD integration. So we can actually set a flag in the AD group that says, this user's only going to be on the legacy PBX, this user's only going to be on Lync, and you know, these other users, we're going to twin the call and have it go both directions. Makes for a really unique solution that's seamless to the end user, so they have no idea of any transition pain going from a legacy PBX to Lync.
And that's something that Sonus brings to the table?
It's something that's very unique to them. And the fact that they can do that without affecting any of their workloads. So some of the other manufacturers have things that are similar, but it reduces their overall call quantity and headroom. Sonus can do that, essentially all the features across the full stack with top to bottom, and still keep your call capacity that you paid for.
And you mentioned before that you're also doing a lot of work with SDN. Can you talk about that?
Sure, we're partnered with a number of in fact, all the Microsoft SDN partners. There's 3 today. And we're working with them to both optimize the Lync experience across wireline, Wi-Fi, and deep diagnostics. And we're finding a lot of traction around specifically Wi-Fi environments. We find that people have an average of 3 to 5 devices, and only one of them is normally plugged in, if that. So with that, we're making it so that you can have a wired equivalent experience on the Wi-Fi network, whether you're doing voice, video, application sharing, collaboration, or if you start at your desktop, you move to a wireless device like a cell phone, and you transition from a Wi-Fi environment as you walk out of the building, start to drive home, you transition to a 4G environment. That needs to be seamless and be a consistent experience regardless of where you are.
Okay, well, some wonderful insights from your hands-on knowledge, so thank you very much, Alex.
Thanks, Blair.